What's up guys, it's your boy Jordan, back with another video, and I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, today I'm feeling a little out of it, and I've been doing a lot of thinking about why I'm feeling this way and why on certain days I just don't feel as motivated and productive as I usually do. So I wanted to come on here and make a video with the conclusions that I've come to after sitting and thinking about this for a few hours. I took some advice from you guys in the comments about the lighting situation. I think the biggest issue I was having is that I have these big windows and I was putting them in the background of the video, so it drowns me out as the subject, but now I'm putting myself in the video and the video's out of the frame, or the window's out of the frame, which allows me to be lit up and it looks way better that way. So once again, I'm just gonna ask in the comments, let me know if you guys think this looks better. I think it does, so yeah. But anyways, if you guys like the quality of this content, give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. Also, be sure to check out my 0 to 100 program. You can check it at the link down below. I'm going to be raising the price on that soon because I'm going to be adding a few more hours of content in there, so make sure you get in before I do that price increase. But anyways, enough of that, let's get right into the topic at hand. Alright, so the main thing I want to talk about in this video is motivation and my perspective on motivation. Now, I consider myself a pretty motivated person, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can share that same trait, but I think that the state of the word motivation, especially in this YouTube entrepreneur space, has become way blown out of proportion, and a lot of times it's fake in the sense that people are using this word not in the proper sense. So let me tell you a little bit more about what I'm trying to say. Oftentimes I'll hear people say, oh, every single day I'm just extremely motivated and I wake up and I'm just this happy-go-lucky, positive guy, and I'm always working hours. I work 10, 15 hours a day nonstop. And I'm gonna be 100% real with you guys. I have met a lot of entrepreneurs. I'm talking people from the billionaire range all the way down to just the six-figure range. I have never met somebody that works over 15 hours per day. So just right out of the gate, if anybody ever tells you that, they're straight up lying to you, or maybe they're taking something to help them get to that level. But the main reason why I wanted to highlight that point is because I made a post on my Instagram kind of like sharing like, man, I wasn't feeling it today, and I was just asking like, do any of you guys struggle with that too? And I had literally gotten like 4 responses where some guys were like, oh, well, yeah, I struggle with that too. I just don't know how all these entrepreneurs work for 15 hours a day. Listen, you can't compare yourself to that. You can't expect yourself to achieve that. And maybe that's what you want to do, and if you do that, kudos to you. But I'm telling you, it's not a healthy way to run things, and that's not the right way to pursue your business. So the first point I want to tell you guys is that just because somebody says they're working a certain amount of hours on Instagram, or they say they're doing something on YouTube, doesn't always mean it's true. So you know, take that information with a grain of salt. But the first thing is just that you shouldn't compare yourself to what you see people doing online. It's often a clouded perspective of their reality. Now let's circle back to motivation, the main topic that I wanted to talk about. I think motivation is very important for success. If it wasn't for certain things that happened to me in my life, there's no possible way that I would have been able to achieve any level of success. But motivation comes from a lot of different places. With a lot of these podcasts and videos, you'll hear motivation in a sense of like, oh man, I have these positive vibes and I'm just so motivated every single day with the fake smile. Motivation for me, it comes from a different place, and I think it's important for you guys to understand this. When I was really first getting things going, let's say about like 18, 19 years old, motivation came from a dark place for me. Motivation came from all the people that told me that I couldn't accomplish something. Motivation came from me driving my piece of shit car every day that always burned my hand and shook the wheel when I drove. Motivation came from being in the environment that I didn't want to be in. So that's kind of what pushed me and brought me up out of that scenario. And I think the majority of you guys can agree with that. Maybe some of you come from a more wealthy background, and I have nothing against that. But even my friends that I've met that, you know, get the 2018 BMW as their first car or something like that, they're still motivated too. They still want to create their own success. So I think you should be 100% conscious of, you know, where your motivation is coming from, and you shouldn't expect it to just be this magical force that just blesses you every single day, because it's not that. So that's kind of the second thing I wanted to talk about, is find your source of motivation before you kind of go out there and, you know, try to start something. And that's kind of what I meant when I said, like, I think it's kind of fake or BS. A lot of people hype it up in the wrong way, but motivation is a unique thing for every single person. It's not a universal principle. Oh, if you do this, you're gonna be motivated. Like I see people all the time, and I do this, right? I write to-do lists, I write my goals. Even behind this camera is my whiteboard with all my goals on it. And people are like, oh, if you write your goals down every day and you read them every day, you're gonna be so motivated and you're gonna work 1,000,000 hours. And like, it helps, but that's not the end all be all. So find your source of motivation and go from there. There's another really important point I want to talk to you guys about when it comes to motivation as well. So the thing about motivation is it's not something where it flicks in your brain and then it's just on at all times. What I found, especially after I started making more money, motivation is a daily thing. You have to motivate yourself every single day. If you're not doing this, then it's natural that you're gonna feel lazy, or you're gonna feel like you're not accomplishing anything. So you have to understand that every single day you have to find that source of motivation. Look, some people do it in the most simplest of ways. Some people wake up, and I'll share what I do, okay? It doesn't work 100% of the time, but in a perfect world, this is what I do. I wake up 7 a.m., I meditate, and right after I meditate, I read my to-do list that I had already created the night before, and that gives me some scope on what I'm gonna be focusing on today. I read my goals for the week and for the month, and then I sit down and I start working. And to be honest, that helps me because I can look at what I'm trying to get to, where I'm trying to get to, and I can also see exactly what needs to be done to get to that point. And I know that if I can knock out each individual task, it's gonna bring me closer to that goal. But I'm not gonna sit here in front on you guys. Not every day do I hit this perfectly. And some days, like today, I just really don't even feel like doing a to-do list or anything. So find your sense of daily motivation, whether it be writing down your goals, whether it be waking up in your shitty house or apartment, or that's not disrespectful, it's just saying that's what it was for me. You know, seeing your external situation and maybe finding motivation from that. Maybe it's watching your mom or your dad go to work at 5 a.m. like struggling or something, you know? So understand that firstly, motivation isn't like this happy thing where you just are blessed with it every single day. A lot of times it comes from a dark place. And second, you need to understand that motivation is a daily thing. And once you can kind of pick those two things apart, you can feel a little more confident with your day-to-day motivation. There's a couple more little small things I want to talk about before I wrap this video up. And I guess I'm kind of ranting, but I just wanted to get some of these thoughts out of my head. And I figured that after I had made the Instagram post and I saw the response I got, it would bring some value if I shared my perspective. So let's talk about these things. All right, so I'm kind of going to wrap it up on this point. Once you start to make a little bit of money and you start to change your situation into the one that you had placed into your mind previously, you could take my life, for example. I'm very far right now from where I want to be. Okay, I don't have everything that I want, but if I look at where I was in this same point last year, a lot of the things that I was wishing for, material and maybe like, I don't know what word to use, but material things and being able to help my family and all these things. These are things that I was thinking about every single day. I was dreaming about them nonstop, okay? And now a year has gone by. I've pretty much gotten all of those things, the monthly income goals, the car goals, the apartment goals, the family, all this stuff. And once you get to that point, it sort of changes a little bit in your brain, okay? People around you start to tell you, oh man, you're doing great, good job, yes, good, go you. Like, so you have to work a little bit harder to find your sense of motivation, because if you fall into that trap of being extremely accepting of what you've already accomplished, then you're gonna kind of start to go like this. And that's kind of what I've struggled with recently. I've been able to keep pushing through, but it's like this constant tug of war, because I have all you amazing people on YouTube, you know, Instagram DMing me and commenting on my videos like, man, you're awesome, you're crushing it. I've got every single one of my family members telling me like how grateful they are, and like all my friends from back home and all that stuff. So if you let that get into your head that you've done it and you're successful, you're gonna stop having that same drive and motivation to succeed. So to you guys out there who have generated some numbers or seen a little bit of success, and maybe you're in this same boat, I'm sharing this advice to you guys and to myself. Maybe I'll watch this video back a couple years down the line or something. You have to keep pushing through that. For me nowadays, if I really start to feel like that, I will think back to that aggressive state of mind that I was once in when I was waking up in a situation that I didn't want to be in every single day, and I could find my sense of motivation from there. Because in my current situation, I'm not even gonna lie guys, it's pretty easy to get comfortable, and it pains me even saying that, and hopefully I'll continue to grow and shift this mindset. But I don't know, I have a lot of the things that I always wanted to have, and motivation for me now is something that I'm trying to master and figure out. But like I said, I'm just hoping that I can share what I've learned getting to this point to help you guys maybe who are starting from nothing, or those who are in a similar position, you know, get a little bit more ahead. But like I said, I'm not perfect. I don't think anybody is, so I'm still trying to figure everything out. So anyways, I hope you guys got some value out of this video. Pretty ranty, I know, but it's something that I know a lot of you guys are struggling with. I struggle with it too, so had to come and talk about it. Anyways, this week we got some good videos coming about Facebook ads and Shopify. I haven't made really any about that topic in a while. The last couple ones have been interviews and other stuff, so got some good stuff coming soon, so stay tuned for that. Also, like I said, make sure you check out the 0 to 100 program. It is going to be increased soon, the price, so get in there before it increases. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, weekend, night, whatever the hell it is for you. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. One thing that I will say that helps me every single day is right next to my bed. So you'll see my bed is like right there. So right next to my bed, I wrote this with a marker, like a dry erase board marker. And it's just a little message, okay? And then every day when I look out, I can see the whole freaking city, okay? Nowadays, I'm not even gonna lie to you, that's probably one of my biggest sources of motivation. Every day when I wake up, I read that. So I don't know, like I said, find your motivation. See you guys later, peace.